Good day, seniors and active adults. Welcome back to our YouTube podcast, Get Your Weekly Slice, where we protect, inform, and educate you, our seniors and active adults, every week about what you should know as you age. It is about keeping you, our seniors, in the know. Let's begin. Today I'm going to be talking about Senior Living Options 3. And I'm going to recap what we spoke about in 1 and 2. And basically, 1, to refresh your memory, was about independent active adult communities, or what's available out there for housing for seniors and active adults. And also what's on the horizon for future housing options for seniors and active adults. And again, that's going to be 3 to 5 years potentially. And then in part 2, we talked about senior living communities, and that's basically the combined independent assisted memory care communities, or just the independent assisted memory care communities, or the CCRCs or life care communities, which they are now becoming to be called, where you go in as an independent. They offer assisted. Not all offer memory care, but all do offer critical care. So those are also with a sizable down payment, whereas the independent assisted memory care or the assisted memory care do not have that sizable down payment. They do, however, have a one-time fee, and it's usually less than $5,000. A majority of them average about $2,500. And again, that's a one-time fee. And keep in mind, there's a lot of lacks that I didn't share in part 2 when you move into an independent or assisted, but most notably independent. When it comes to senior living communities, they will allow you to have a pet. And that's something that has been changing over the last several years, because most wouldn't ever allow that. But again, it's letting you know what options are out there for senior living, independent living, assisted, active adult. It's all of those combined. And it's about you having those options to find the right place that's going to make you the happiest. So always keep in mind, myself and Alba, we're always here to help have that conversation with you, to distinguish what exactly you are looking for. We do have outlets that will take you, cut through the process on senior living communities, but Alba and I will work with you when it comes to senior living or active adult living, where you're going to live on your own and you have different options out there of condos, villas, single family homes, small footprint, townhomes, master downstairs. We understand beach, golf course, active adult community, rental communities. We got it all. Those Alba and I can help with, but when it comes to senior living communities, we do have an outlet or a source that we will refer out, and it's at no charge, any of these, to spend the time to take you around for you to see different types of living options and communities. So you have all the options in front of you. You can make a decision based off what is going to make you the most happiest. So I want you to keep that in mind. And the other thing too, when we're looking at active adult senior communities as opposed to senior living communities, a lot of them have different amenities and offerings. So you want to take those into consideration. But I want you to be a little bit proactive in the light of thinking about, after you've reviewed these podcasts, thinking about what will make you the happiest, and start making a list. Share that list with Alba and I, and or the referral that we provide, and then we can drill down and we can make that portion of the downsizing process less time consuming, because you're really going to be, for the most part, you're going to understand what options are out there, and you're going to know what options are going to make you the happiest. So, given that, the other thing that I want to share with you is that when we start this process, and basically it's called downsizing, right sizing or upsizing, whatever you want to call it, but I'm going to use downsizing. And it's about the 5 easy steps. And the first step is figuring out where you're going to live. And keep in mind, as a certified senior housing professional, I'm different than other real estate agents, because I'm going to take the time to help you through this process, to make sure that you're more proactive than reactive, to make sure that you have all the options in front of you, that you can make a sound decision, which is going to, by making that sound decision, it's going to make you the happiest as you make that transition. So the consultation that I usually perform, and with Alba, is it's an hour and a half. And basically it's about what you're looking for. We want to come, we want to listen. We want you to share what concerns you might have making this transition. We want to address them. We want you to discuss what's going to make you the happiest. We're going to share our input based off the people that we have helped in the past with their downsizing move or process. So that consultation is free. It's 1.5 hours, and we just listen to you. But I want you to understand that I've taken the time, Alba has taken the time to put this niche together for you, our seniors and active adults, to keep you protected, informed, and educated. And the only way that we get paid is by helping you through the process, which we enjoy immensely. But we want to sell, we want to list and sell your property. That's how we get paid. And the distinction on that is we understand that there are other agents out there that can discount the fees. We get that. But we also want you to understand that we've taken a lot of time in our life over the last 5 to 8 years learning all about what's available for seniors, what the options are, and who to set up that network with that are going to protect, inform, and educate you. And it's all about protection. It's about trusting who you're going to work with. Keep in mind, Elba and I are both background checked. You're not going to find any agents out there that are background checked. But let me circle back. We get paid for what we know and the value that we provide to you, our senior and active adults. So just understand, if you're committed to have us provide that value to you, then we want you to be committed to allow us to list and sell your property and help eliminate a lot of stress, because downsizing can be overwhelming, but we want to eliminate a lot of that. So keep in mind, we can refer out to other professionals that can help you through this process, given what we find out from the consultation that we have with you. Now, keep in mind, when we do that consultation of an hour and a half, we're going to circle back probably within a week, set a time with you at that consultation time as to when we're going to come back, and we're going to provide you, based off the information that we asked, that you shared what options are available out there that are going to make you the happiest, what our recommendations are, and what is going to be affordable for you. So we're going to cut through the chase and help you out as much as possible. And I think you'll agree that as a real estate agent who focuses on seniors and active adults, helping them through this process, it is a lot of value. And we're going to charge you based off of what the market is, what it used to be. But keep in mind, if you bring in an agent who cannot provide the value that we have, that agent is going to charge you a commission, which is going to be similar to the same commission we're going to charge. But once you distinguish that I'm offering or we're offering value compared to what they're offering, we're going to make sure that you have plenty of options. We're going to help you through this process. We're not going to allow you to be overwhelmed. And it's going to be the same amount of money. But they're going to try and reduce their commission just to get the listing. But keep in mind, they'll get the listing, you'll have no help, they'll sell the property, and you're on your own when you're looking for another place to move or live. So that's the gist of how we get paid. And when we refer you out to other professionals, we don't get referral fees from them, because I have met all of them, I've vetted them, and we all are under the same understanding. We all have the same passion to protect you, our seniors and active adults. So I want you to keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to pricing on the independent level, that we can go through. But when it comes to pricing, and most concerns are with the senior communities that people move into, independent, assisted, memory care, CCRCs, life care communities, and such. That's where a lot of the pricing comes in that people are concerned about because of the affordability of it. Now, I've seen a lot of them. There's places that are $2,000 a month, $2,500 a month. Most of the senior living communities are $3,000 and up. But keep in mind, those senior living communities, in most cases, you're going to get meals, 2 to 3 meals a day, which is going to be included in that. And where they're 2,000 or to 3,000 amount when it comes to senior living options or active adult communities, rentals, you have your kitchen, but you're responsible for all your food. So it just depends on what you're looking for after the consultation, what your affordability is. We're not going to drill down deep on that affordability, but we're going to want to know what your monthly income is. What do you get from pensions, any mutual funds, Social Security? We don't need to know the exact figure, but a ballpark figure. And then we can go from there. And then we're going to want to know what other types of investments that you have. But that is going to be in our next series, which is going to be senior living affordability. And I'm going to go into that a little bit deeper. But I just want to kind of give you an idea that during the consultation, we're not only going to find out what is going to make you the happiest, we want to provide you the options, but we also want you to understand we need to know a little bit on the financial background of yours, what you've got coming in, so we can make good, solid options for you, that knowing that you're going to be able to make that move, and it's going to be something you can afford, and it won't be something that you need to worry about. Okay. So to begin that process, all you have to do is call me at 407-340-5291 or email me at mike@yourfloridahaven.com, mike@yourfloridahaven.com, or attend one of my in-person events at the Smarter Senior Seminar Series. And if you sign up or go to my website, which is yourfloridahaven.com, you can sign up for any of those events. They're all free. And we talk about things like senior living options, affordability, aging at home, downsizing, legal, all of those type of things. But again, the podcast, YouTube podcast, is designed for me to touch base with you and make sure that I go a little bit deeper than I do when I do the seminars. So I hope you understand that. I hope you have questions, but keep in mind it's all about you being proactive as opposed to reactive. I can't emphasize that enough, that it's a big part that you need to understand, that if you put it off in your 70s or 80s or even in your 90s, we all want you to live at home. We all have outlets, we have referrals to help you live at home. But I also want you to keep in the back of your mind, and I don't want to worry about it, that if that point or time comes that you need to make that transition, let's have that search for your next transition or living options as to where you want to go. So when you think or you know it's time, you can make that move without hesitation. And that's what this is all about. Downsizing or transitioning is indeed a process that you, as a senior and active adult, can make a lot easier on you and your family if you are just proactive as opposed to reactive. So I hope this summary helps recap the different types of living options that are out there. And I want you to keep in mind, when you move into these communities, and I've said it in my other podcasts about senior living, is don't be intimidated by moving into another place or transitioning into another place or home or community, because understand the people that are already there went through the same thing you did, not knowing anybody going in, but what they they are able to build new relationships with people that are similar in age, similar in circumstance, and they're all wanting to be the most happiest. So I want you to keep in that mind. And I also want to keep in mind the best thing for you making a move or a transition as opposed to staying at home by yourself is a social interaction. And also, you have stories throughout your life that you like to share, that you like people to listen to. And I want you to understand they have stories as well that they want to share, that they want you or other people to listen to. So everybody's on the same page. It's about sharing your stories and building new relationships and friends. And I want to leave you with this 3 questions to ask. Make sure, if and when, and we're going to make sure if you work with us, that you're going to find the best community, independent or living communities out there that offer the best culture, because the best culture will keep you the happiest, and you'll build relationships with the employees that are at these senior living communities, but also in these independent living communities as well. So I want you to ask that question: who has the best culture? We want you to also understand and ask, because we're going to refer you out to professionals that all all of us have a passion to make sure you're protected, informed, and educated. And the last but not least, we want you to ask yourself, where will I be the happiest? That's the focal point that you need to concentrate on. When I make this transition, where will I be the happiest? And when I make that transition, I need to be proactive and right at this time when I'm able, willing, and healthy to do it, look at some of these communities, make that decision, and there's no pressure from us. It's on your timeline when and if you think you need to make that transition. In closing, I hope you enjoyed today's Get Your Weekly Slice. If you'd like to discuss further today's topic, you can reach me via email at mike@your, Y-O-U-R, Florida, spelled out, Haven, Haven.com, or call me at 407-340-5291 to set up an appointment. I provide a free 1.5 hour in-person meeting to discuss your future plans on aging while providing you a minimum of 3 options to choose from. Don't forget to follow us and like us on Facebook and Instagram. While on my website at yourfloridahaven.com, sign up for my monthly newsletter, RSV to any of my in-person events, which are held at the Orange County Library, Smarter Senior Seminar Series events, and to view any and all of my videos and podcasts. We hope these podcasts are helpful, and if they are, please share with your friends, family, and neighbors by letting them know what we offer as certified senior housing professionals, designated real estate agents, to our seniors and active adults as they age. We're a connector. It is about keeping seniors in the know. Till next time, when you come back to get your weekly slice.